lacquer there. The front bumper, there's lacquer as well. Boot floor is straight. Seconds. Interior wise, it's clean enough for 158,000 miles. It's a lot better than some 102, 103,000 mile ones I looked at when I was buying mine. One little vent there, it's dropped down. That tends to bug me, but it never bugged me enough to buy another one, to be fair. So let's put that there. The washer bottle, I think it's got a loose wire. So even when you've got a full bottle, it shows that you need washer fluid. So I think it's just a loose wire or the sensor. I don't know, it's never really bothered me. One thing I didn't mention, it's got a Nokia hands-free kit. You need to replace the fuse on that, because I did have an aftermarket unit in this and it had hands-free, so I took the fuse out of the Nokia 6. It's always trying to connect to the Nokia instead of my headset. Standard stereos in and out. You've got radio, CD changer. Instead of the CD changer, you've got an auxiliary input so you can play your phone. A little bit of wear there, just like little black paint come off the plastic, which seems to be common on this and the X5, the same steering wheel. So. on the MOT they mentioned there's an oil leak. It's news to me really, because I had the CCV done last year, so the oil leak, which was then, wasn't an oil leak, it was just the circulation system not working. They said there was an oil leak, so we've had one of my mechanics look at it this week, and he's saying it's the rocker cover gasket. It's about £18 from Eurocar Parts, about 2 hours work, you know, with the spanners if you're good with spanners. But looking at the engine earlier on, to be fair, I noticed that he said, oh, if you look on the heat shield, you'll see that's a small amount of dried oil, and there is, lo and behold, so I'm guessing that's where it's going. You know, it doesn't use masses, but you do get a little whiff of smoke when you stop, because obviously I guess it's dripping, you know, it's a drop of oil on the exhaust, I guess. Side roads, so you know, in here there's no bangings or knocks. Had 2 new control arms. I think what did it fail on the MOT? It failed for what was it? I think there was a shock. One rear shock had an oil miss. I think that's an advisor actually, but it failed on front bush. I think it was a ball joint excessive play as well. So I had 2 melee control arms fitted, which are obviously what BMW use anyway. At the same time I had the lollipop bushes at the back of the control arms replaced. I also had some sash shocks put on the back, along with new top mounts and the HD top mounts as well, larger washers. To be fair, it drives better now than when I bought it 50,000, you know, 55,000 miles ago. You know? show the kick down works. Obviously you can put your foot down, it drops down the gears and goes. Go along, wait for a car to pull out in front of me, so I can't do it. Owned it, this has always lived on our drive, so there's no real dings on it. It's car park, usual thing, gets parked away. About a year ago I had a dent guy spend was it 2 hours going around just working his way around a few dents, so outside wise is really clean. So just obviously prove our point. There's the boring family wagon coupe behind it, that's the replacement. So that's normally where it lives, on the drive over there. But obviously since there's no space on the drive and I'm not insuring or driving the coupe until this sells, this unfortunately has to live on the road. And the one thing in this car you will see, which I'm not including in the sale because we're going into a new one, is the cup holders. That will be getting removed and going to coupe. So I have the just general sort of centre console on this. So sport seats, they're not, not in bad shape to be fair. When they're shampooed and conditioned, they come up really well. Carbon trim all the way around. That was factory option. It's got hardened carbon. It's it is what it is. It's a sport. It's an early MTech one, it's got all the original mats. Yeah, it's been our family car for the last 4 years. About to lose the door because some dickhead's driving too fast around here. Yeah. So there we go. See, inside's clean. That never been used. There we go. I will quickly show you the bonnet, just to say the oil. There's the engine, all standard. I've not really done anything to it. You can see it's an original velvet blue, build date down there, you're not going to be able to see that. Oil leak, apparently you can touch it when it's not burning hot, just there. You can see there's dry oil. So it is what it is. The key in the last week has become a bit of a funny one, so I'm not sure it needs a new battery. Still works under lock. Sometimes it won't play ball, sometimes it doesn't. I've got a new PDC sensor for there, so PDC parking distance all works and everything, but the sensor which failed I've removed, and I normally couldn't get the new one back in there. So anyway, that's the car.